Hi, Greasy Garage Dwellers. It's me, Chuck. This is Up Chuck Chops. Thanks for joining me. Let's do some motorcycle stuff. Has anyone out there used Voodoo Vintage Fabrication weld-on hardtail kits for these Kawasaki KZ400s? If you have and you like it, let me know. I'm thinking about picking one up for this bike. Well, not this bike, it doesn't have a title, but the one over on the bench. Let me know. I still haven't ordered any parts because it's winter time, and that's this guy's broke time. But I still want to make progress, so I want to take the ignition and gauge cluster off of this bike, plug in the new old one I bought from eBay with a key, because if I don't have a key, it makes it harder to see if power is going through the wiring harness, and I need to make sure the plugs are right, the whole bit. It looked right, but you never know till it gets here. Now, the other thing I need to do is get the old stuck engine out of the way. I'm really tickled I got it unstuck, but it is currently in the way of the unstuck engine, and then I can hook everything up to it, start testing and troubleshooting, and we can see if I can make this thing a runner. I am thinking about chopperizing this bike. I don't think I'm there yet, but I don't know if I'll ever be there yet if I just don't jump in and do it. I've been watching these people who are successful, and they just hang it out there and go and see what happens. So maybe I need to man up and do that. Anyhow, let's get to work. First thing I'm going to do is just give this a little inspection and see. Maybe it'll give me a clue on how it comes apart. I only see 2 bolts, nuts, and washers there, so maybe it will be that simple to pull it apart. It does appear that there are only 2 bolts back there. Right there and over there. I'm going to hit them with some Croil and get the cables loosened up and see what we can do. Uh-oh. I have tapeage. That'll never work. All right. I could barely get my fingers on this. I had to use a screwdriver to help get it started. There's a speedo cable out. I may have said tack earlier. I said wrong. Please note the location of the cable. And down there to the front hub. That could have been more terrible. Let's get this tack cable loose. Okay, tack cable loose. Alright, friends. It is mini review time. These are Pittsburgh long wrenches, combination wrenches, box end. This particular wrench is quickly becoming one of my favorites because 10 millimeters are all over these metric bikes, and well, frankly, I didn't think the long handle would make much difference to me. Sorry about that. But it is extremely handy. Those broke over easy. Alright, so my big hands kept getting in the way. We're going to drop this headlight, and we are going to make myself some room. There went something very gently. Put these back in the headlight bucket. Oh man, I made that mistake again. The nuts just fell out in there, so that's not going to do me any good. But it's out of my way, I can get my big old hand in there. All right. Well, those are loose. Let's see how the rest of this goes. Let's see if it's really that simple. Okay, I think it is. Now I just have to get all of this undone from itself. I'm going to have to disassembly. I'm going to have to disassemble the headlight bucket because there is a plug in there that I need to undo to get the old instrument cluster off. Now I want to be careful and not break anything, so I really don't want to have to use my impact driver. I said I really don't. Ow! There's a busted knuckle. Oh, that hurt. Now that I've crushed my knuckle, one side broke loose. So I'm going to get pliers out because I'm going to replace this anyhow. And goody, it turns. I didn't want to beat on this. You have to be gentle with old electronics. Okay, that doesn't move yet. And this fell out. Okay. We're going to figure it out here in a minute. These screws probably going to get replaced anyhow. But it's okay. Either replaced or not used. I'm going to get inside this bucket. I figured out this is an adjustment on the bulb, and I'm having a hard time. Well, what was that? Okay, this fell out again. It goes right here, but on the other side. There we go. There we go. Okay. I'm going to be very, very gentle here. At least as gentle as this stone hand beast can be. And try and get these apart. Okay, there's a lot going on in here. And it seems I have some tapage. And I'm not sure why. But I need to get this plug out. All right. See if we can do the easy one first. I don't feel a release. Hey, I found them nuts I lost in there earlier. Looks like it should just come apart. Let's see if we can just work this apart gentle like. Okay, there's one. This big guy right here. I don't want to tear it up. Come on. Feel the notch on the back side. It feels similar. Now if I can get to it, maybe we'll do that. I made a switcherooski on the camera. We're going to take this headlight bulb off before I break it. And I've taken the instrument cluster loose and it is hanging. I gotta get this big plug loose. And so far no success. And I need to find a spot where I can pry a little bit. Looks like here, up on top. Alright, the boot is back. Wiggle, wiggle. Okay, that's loose. Excellent. Let's see if we can sneak this out here. There we go. Bolt set out. Now we gotta hope the plugs match and we can go from there. Upon further review, this plug is a definite match. I'm 99.9% certain this one is a match. I just gotta get it up here, get it plugged in, and go from there. I just went ahead and pulled the headlight bucket out because this is all gonna come loose anyhow if things go to plan. Like I said, this is temporary, but I gotta test before I swap everything over to a new frame. Okay, folks, I'm getting pretty tired. It's late. I'm tickled that the new old ignition switch slash instrument cluster worked. Well, I don't know, it works. It fit. And that's a good step. I'm whooped. I'm going in the house. I'm going to chill a minute. I'm going to go to bed. Hey there, it's the next day. I'm going to go steal a battery from the Goldwing, and then we're going to plug this thing in and see if we have anything. Because the Kawasaki's cables are short, and my Goldwing's battery identifies as a truck battery, I've got to get it close enough to make the connections. So there you have it. How to install a giant battery onto an old small motorcycle. For fun, let's just see if anything happens. Okay, my turn signal's on, and that's correct. Okay. Looky there. I have a headlight. Am I going to get greedy and see if I have high beams? Alright, no high beams. All you really need is low beams anyhow. My turn signals light up solid, but they don't blink. The back one on this side doesn't blink, or doesn't come on. But that side works. So, this was a good buy. That was $65 well spent. Neutral light obviously doesn't work because it's unhooked somewhere. But that's pretty spiffy. Battery's hooked up, key is on, light works. I don't see or smell smoke. That is a very good start. So there we have it, folks. A successful gauge cluster ignition switch swap. I am really happy that at least the wiring going to the peripherals works. I fiddled with the high-low beam switch. It started working. The only thing I don't have working is this tail light, and I'm willing to bet it's a bad bulb because everything else turns on. It doesn't blink, so whatever the blink maker, I got to figure out what that is. Yeah, the horn came on. It wasn't happy about it, but it did come on. So, if you watched this far, thanks for watching. I genuinely appreciate it. Keep on wrenching. Sometimes my face doesn't say excited, even though I am really excited on the inside. Catch you later.